I know.
Well, that's true parent spirit because I didn't know I was speaking. I guess I'll be obedient. So to answer your question, I tell everybody all the time they are no longer allowed to adopt anymore because as the oldest, if anything ever happens to them, then I'm the one responsible. And I recently got married a few years ago, and I kind of wanted to keep them at bay for a while, so he didn't know how many siblings I quite had. So I knew he would know that this would be our expectation. They're getting up there in age, and kind of make sure. It's true that if anything were to happen, then this is all for us. And he actually agreed that he'd be okay with it. But I think one of the things that I am a child welfare worker for Alameda County, and when I first came to Alameda County. I was really excited to call a Better Way for the first time to ask for a placement. I was like, oh my gosh, I get to call. This is amazing. And then when I called, I always had a great relationship with everyone that I spoke with. And then to hear that a Better Way was no longer doing foster care, it was part of me had left. And now I am so trustworthy of children and families that we send to a Better Way to receive mental health services that I feel like, okay, wow, I can trust this family to work through their situation with a Better Way in Chanel. So I'm still really happy to be able to work with you. It still feels right. Where's order sheet?
I also was not planning to speak, but my mom said so, you just gotta do it. So,
See, I did well.
because they have looked at me in the back and had to come up anyway. No, actually, I don't mind speaking. I was the oldest to come into the house. I was 16, or just about 16, when I met my family. Had been in a long-term foster placement for 11.5 years. That was highly dysfunctional from the get-go. Not really sure how they slipped through county, but they did, and so be it. It was not Alameda, no. So anyway, so I met my family when I was 16. And there's a quote up there, there's so many that are going by, but there's a George Eliot one that talks about wanting souls to connect to and to know that for life you have someone to connect to in the silent, unspeakable moments. And I think that says so much for foster kids. I was noticing there's a poster over there about loss. And you look at it, it's got this cute little font, and it's all nice and neat and put together. But the reality is that is a hot mess. And so to hear now, I love that you guys are still doing mental health because it's now that it matters. It's now that most of us, and maybe we're Ashley, I don't care. But I think most of us would tell you that it gets more intense and more difficult as an adult because we survive and we've learned to survive. And we're really, really good at it. I got through college on it. I got through a couple years working in the child welfare system. Really, really good. But at some point in time, the walls come crashing down and it's not a healthy way to live. And that's when what you've done for mental health, what relationships you have matter. Because someone can go, I remember you when you were 8, 10, 12. I remember that, and they can be with you in those moments that you look back and they just don't seem to be real. And someone can look at you and affirm, one, that things happen, and two, they know you. There's safety. There's somewhere that you can fall back and just know that it's home, and whatever's going on, if you need to hide in the closet or go scream at the world, that there's a place to go do that. There's someone to call. There's someone there to support you. There's places like A Better Way that I probably could still call and go, hi, I feel crazy, please help me. So.
I was a model by just in case you were
wondering. Just in case you were wondering.
It's true.
With 4 models in San Francisco.
That's why I'm glad it's you and not me, because I didn't hit the runway.
Anyway, I was adopted at 24 months old. I didn't start off in the best placement, but Mom and Dad helped me through that. And I was really honored to see them work with me and work with my siblings, me and Zoe and Drew, who are adopted also. And it really helped me through so much, even with taking care of them. And now I've gotten a lot better, and I'm thankful for A Better Way because otherwise I wouldn't have met everyone else. And I've learned a lot from them, and they're still here for me. So thank you.
On the anniversary, but it's a cry of happiness. Thank you so much. And thank you for saying thank you to A Better Way, but you have to thank your mom and dad. They're very special people.